lakad matatag!
Normally. He kited around quite as easily. Natural builder of something like the Blink Dagger and the BKB, so you get in there, you're dying. Should probably get more. Oh, they got the Orb of Venom slow.
Oh, it's going to be top that finds a kill. Salad still. We'll be okay. Not going to find the lucky route, unfortunately for Scam.
You're not going to be able to kill him at this stage of the game until you've got, I would say, level 6 minimum on the Dark Willow.
Root. Praying for a root. Maybe the damage with the Shadow Realm is just enough regardless, so there we go. Finally going to be able to bring down Salad in this lane, but yeah, like you said, they just have to completely avoid Xiaoyu, who will be free farming. Either went for a Wraith Band as well.
Not a surprise if I see Salad go back to this lane. It feels like his movement is going to be condensed around mid.
MKS, his standing is okay. Maybe wasn't able to find an angle for the pounce. I mean, Force was staying on top of him, but very nicely done in the end. Geek fam going to be able to get another kill, and this time it's onto the big one on the Slark.
This should really be a lane that goes much better for the Slark. Of course, Disruptor, not the greatest kill lane, but it really does feel like you should be getting a lot more bullying happening against Force, and you could just...
Roger with the backstab. They do have 3 heroes though from Unity Gaming, but they will not have enough damage to kill off Cox. Let's look at the Dragonite just put himself in the middle. Nothing that Dire are going to be able to do. They'll watch their Lina go down, and now more heroes are going to be in trouble.
Hero armor.
Salad has no armor to be able to protect himself. Cox gets the double kill, and he's still got about half duration left.
Good in 21, and he's actually looking for Narman. He's scouting him out on MKS.
This could be really scary though. Xiaoyu's gonna tip him with a Ravage, and look at the first use of it of the game. On to 4, and now Knight can look to swing over and provide the damage as well to get rid of some of the members of Geek Fam as Force glimpses back to his own grave. What a defense from Unity.
They knew exactly what was happening. Force gonna try and get away with a clever use of the shards there, but didn't feel like it was worthwhile popping the healing salve to try and juke his way through the trees. In the meantime, that they would be able to kill. I mean, coming up top with the Tidehunter, I guess he's got the Ravage, but again, that's where Geek Fam don't want to be. They've already taken the tier 1 tower top, and wherever Xiaoyu is, that's where they don't want to be. They want to be getting kills onto these relatively squishy heroes, especially
MKS. He's trying to go back to get the D-Ward, but they're already here. The jump in from Force, the reveal, and the chain control. It's not going to be perfect. The Terrorize still will be able to clip, but the shards is just shy. They'll telekinesis drag back into the Bramble Maze as MKS gets the pounce away, but it's still going to go down. A big kill for them to find, but they might have to sacrifice Force. Can he get some distance away to play with the Blink Dagger? Force, Snowball, potentially to the Blink away. They need to be perfect with the timing of the Anchor Smash, and they're not. As Force to run up. Scam's going to be the first point of contact. He's able to get the ultimate off of the Terrorize. Might buy him some time as well, as Scam's still falling lower, as MKS and Knight are able to lock onto their target. A double damage room for the Lina. Plenty of damage to be able to get rid of the Lone Druid. And now they might consider about Roshan as well.
Did he use the Savage Roar there on Scam on the Bear? Because on his actual hero, he didn't use it. Mostly because he was completely out of mana, but I think he could have definitely at least forced an earlier use of the Dark Pact out there from MKS. Maybe use that to be able to get away.
Can they fight this?
I don't think so.
Force gets the jump in. It's a pretty decent timing, but the Ravage covers the Aegis pickup. And now they, stolen Ravage onto 3. Cox with the turnaround, but he's actually just going to look to TPR. They want to try and cut their losses, but Narman, he will not be fortunate enough to escape and Meemel off to the left. Xiaoyu, he's ready to go. If he sees an opening, if he sees them group up. But now they've lost his high ground control. Salad still looking to move in. MKS as well. Want to try and get the essence going. Dark Pact's a little bit too late. And up with the chain control, it might be enough to be able to blow up the Slark, but where's the damage? MKS finds the Shadow Dance, and he's going to be okay. Steps out to the right side. There's now Geek Fam gonna have to try and move out, evacuate away from the area, and this will give Unity pretty firm control to be able to take...
issue.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I don't think you can go onto a Slark if you don't have Scam there hitting him. I think maybe you can kill the supports, right? And they're still a pretty key part of the team fight coming through from Unity. But if Scam's not there, you're not killing that Slark. They popped everything onto him.
MKS. An aggressive jump to the triangle. He's going to pounce him once again. Xiaoyu should be able to protect him. Static Storm's going to get laid down as well. They're still trying to target the start because MKS falling lower and lower, but the Wraith Pack mitigation allows him to get the Shadow Dance off, and now they can look to try and clean up Geek Fam as DK will not escape, and now Scam's in trouble as well. Does get the turnaround, the stolen avalanche into the root. Oh, they might be able to do it. Narman and Scam high ground instead of over towards the lane, so Scam? Actually, they're going to spring the trap. They're going to see the bear. They know the Ravage is on cooldown. Static Storm's going to be there at the moment. They should be able to reposition themselves on Unity. As Roger's going to get glimpsed back as well, so the buyback on the Dark Willow won't be able to provide them anything. As Salad, they get the jump straight over towards Scam. A defensive use of the snowball. Look at the bear.
Well,
it's starting to rip them apart one after another, but a great use of the shard from MK. It's going to buy them some valuable seconds to reposition. The stolen Lacuna Blade once again. They'll turn it around, but they've been able to kill off the bear importantly, and now the damage might be lacking from Geek Fam. But they've got the numbers advantage. They won't be able to catch up to the Slark, but maybe they can catch up to Xiaoyu instead. Running inside the river. It's a beautiful tendage from Xiaoyu. Corrosive Breath, preventing the blink. And meanwhile, MKS and Xiaoyu actually, they're going to try and do it themselves. Look how survivable they are. No Scam, no damage it seems like as Geek Fam. They can't even take this with the numbers advantage, and MKS, well, he wants to go back in, and why not? What's he worried about? Nothing at all. Shadow Dance back up. A Force will do absolutely nothing as Cox, well, they're going to be lacking detection for the Dragon Knight. They'll miss out on the pounce as well, so Narman just trying to limp back towards the tower. He'll turn up with the Laguna Blade as well as Narman. A great turnaround, but maybe Cox now. He could be the one that's in trouble. Protected with the BKB. Celad's combo's going to be up shortly. Glimpse as well. Detection again? Okay, Sentry. This time's going to be laid down so MKS can finally get the finishing blow. They are. Oh my lord, Roger.
You gotta take care of that Wraith Pact as well.
Oh, Force jump in. Hoping for the Scepter reveal. Salad. That's a huge toss back into the Static Storm. And they won't have the Scepter to be able to turn this fight around on the high ground. And look at MKS now just starting to get the right clicks going. Stealing the Agi. We'll be able to disengage. Another big victory. They'll glimpse back Scam. He's got the Seal Totem to be able to reposition. Now down to the tree line. MKS is onto another. These long drawn out fights, they do not favor Geek Fam at all. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a way for them to defend now. It's a Ravage from the right side. Xiaoyu got his Blink Dagger cancelled. Got to be cautious, doesn't get stolen as well. What a 10 and it doesn't matter though. They still are able to bring him down. Narman's in with the LSA. And look at the damage that's starting to ramp up. They're going to go for Knight, but they won't have a way to cancel the TP. So they'll go for the easier target in Xiaoyu instead. And a little bit of a mistake coming up from Unity. Honestly, what was looking like a I wonder if Force just jumps. Let's see how aggressive they're going to try and play.
He's playing inside the tree line for right now.
Glimpse back, Scam. The jump in over to the Tiny on the right side. There's the kick away as well. Both supports are vulnerable. Is this the opening for Geek Fam? Is this the start of the turnaround? The Shroud will protect him for the moment, but as soon as it expires, Scam, he's got a free fight to be able to continue with the right clicks. As Cox into the middle, kick away, MKS getting control. But a BKB, it'll be able to enable the Slark for the moment. Still, they haven't been able to address Scam. That's when Knight's able to come into play, but the Snowball keeps them all alive. They can look to reset and reevaluate. They want to go back in or not for Geek Fam.
Now Knight doesn't have the Aegis, so he's going to have to play a whole lot more careful. They've got the Wraith Pack, but it's just about to expire, so it really feels like that's all that Geek Fam are waiting for right now. Still plenty of time.
Back Force. He gets Xiaoyu. Lotus Orb should be able to drag him away. They might look to deal with the bear. Force has got to... Sam's got to resummon. They need to... Oh, that's a Scepter reveal. Glimpse back, break is there as well, but the Dragon Knight, no one's right-clicking him at the moment until Knight finally gets the opening. Ravage it up in a couple of seconds. They gotta be cautious. Xiaoyu is waiting for the opening, but he might die before he gets the ultimate off. They jump in, Force, unable to bring him down. There we go, the Ravage, but it's only on to 2, but that's all they needed. Zoning them away. Scam's got no bear and no hope of surviving. As Unity Gaming panic, but they do just hold. You're protecting a ward, so they want to jump Xiaoyu. Maybe with the break, it could be an okay opener. Scam's going to move the bear in, but he's got the Aeon Disc to protect him. Meanwhile, inside the lane, though, Lone Druid He's okay for the moment. They had to use the Terrorize to protect him. Forced with the jump. MKS, though, again, it's just so much utility to keep the Stark alive. As look at the glimpse back into the Static Storm. The Ravage as well now for good measure. As without the Lone Druid buyback and without the Dragon Eye, they can look to find some more members as well as MKS pouncing over the tree line. And well, killing another stack.
They might just look to go tier 4s here, test out the status of the buybacks. Still going to be a little bit of time until that creep wave joins in, and yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. 1 buyback, 2 buyback, but that's no Elder Dragon form available.
Lotus Orb kick back, Force is just gone, and now, well, MKS doesn't care about being here. He's probably happy about just the enemy team forcing him to start right-clicking.
Yeah, get me in there. Don't need to use my pounces. I can use them once I'm in the team fight, and there we go. The GGs are called. Roger getting a lot of the nice friendly tips coming through from the rest of his team, or his old team, to kite these fights around until it's in a good position to land some of your Biro instead.
Tempting that at the moment. Yeah, you're getting pushed back a little bit. Celad's going to put himself kind of in front of the Enigma so he can hide behind, but the glimpse back, they actually bring him down. Very nicely done. So, all right. Maybe this could be, like you said, how you just play the lane. You just look to kill the Enigma. Like, Scam goes on him. If you got a little bit of distance in the lane, then you get the glimpse back. Probably go, yeah, I actually think you go, like, second point in glimpse for Roger, which looks
back in, and he's leveled up the Ice Shards instead of the Snowball. Looks like they'll be able to get the kill onto Roger, but that's going to be a second Essence Shift permanent stack, bringing onto Scam. But like I was saying before, they hit that level 2. That's why they were able to go for that kill attempt previously. And maybe it was Xiao Yu not getting rid of the range creep with that level 1 demonic conversion that allowed that to happen. Also, just when they look to try and... Yeah, I would agree. Again, I don't think...
Cox in the river. They're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Cello with the beautiful rotation, and look at the extra damage that's getting pumped out thanks to the tag team. I'll find one more right click, and on top of that, that was all set up thanks to an incredible shard placement from Cellar just on the edge of the rune. He blocked the Batrider off.
I mean, Naman was there when he picked up the Invis route, so he knows.
Well, they might actually make the attempt. Firefly just expires. Cox will get a little bit of distance back with the Flame Breaker. It's going to be on Nama to hold them back with the Fissure, though. Beautiful interception out of the Earthshaker, and now Scam's going to rotate as well. They should easily be able to get the kill onto Knight under the tower. He's even going to use the Shadow Dance for the bonus movement speed, but the glimpse is there. Perma Agi once again, and Cox also gets the double kill as well. And they
push happening, Xiao Yu, but he's playing the lane correctly. He's playing on the right-hand side. He's going to go for the attempt, but it's telegraphed.
It is indeed with the black hole. No hesitation, but the Fissure's going to be able to cancel it. Echo damage from Narman, but still, they're able to find the kill in the end. As MKS even wants to rotate down to bottom to get involved in the fight. Just a little bit out of range, so only 2 points in the time walk.
Fortunately, won't be able to save this siege creep as well. Narman making sure that one goes down. He should still be able to take this tower. I mean, any points of the Midnight Pulse? No. So they're not going to be able to take out these trees. But there still should be plenty of... Oh, unless Narman's really, very clever. Even forcing the Chrono out. Yeah, I mean, he is just playing amazingly well.
Slark's TP's going to get cancelled. Rest of the boys are coming. Narman's not dead just yet. They'll finally get the kill. Time Walk still being on cooldown, and now Roger can drop the Static Storm. All the ultimates used just to bring down MKS. A lot of hate and emphasis, but at least they're able to shut down the carry, and now they'll go for Xiao Yu as well. A glimpse just in the nick of timing to be able to cancel the TP out from the Enigma. They need to deal with the Eidolons afterwards to help keep Roger alive. Instead, it's going to be Cellar that punches him up into the sky, but he too will be sent packing into the grave as Geek fam protect their tier 1 tower.
Yeah, a bunch of weird mistakes.
Happy with the exchange across the map.
And Roger giving the tip straight back to MKS after what happened at the end of that game 1. To see that the banter's alive and well. They might be looking to go for another dive here onto Salad.
They're going to be cautious about the black hole, yeah. No hesitation onto Xiao Yu, and Salad's going to live as well. As Geek fam, a little bit of a misstep there.
Power of that Aether Lens, right? So deceptive with the range that you're able to get onto that black hole, and even just the mini Blink Dagger in the Tumbler's toy.
It will smoke instantly though from Geek fam, so still feels strong enough. They'd love Knight. They would love the Leaner, and they're going to be able to find her. BKB still is available, and Knight's actually going to look to turn it around and look at the damage with the help of the tag team. And Knight can now stand firmly in place to be able to bring it down with the Earthshaker. Force gets one stump, but the fissure just expires, so he can't get the bounce back. And now MKS, the Chrono hold them down. The Overgrowth as well for good measure. No value out of the Rolling Thunder at all, as Knight is laughing his way back to base.
Very, very nice win coming out there for Unity Gaming, bringing that net worth lead back down to from 4K down to 1. My big question is, what are they going to do now on Geek Fam? Because you've got this window. You've got this of Lena. She's also picked up the Shadow Blade. So again, it's about that surprise factor that they're going to have shortly. Although, who's going to be surprising who?
Gets a jump. Xiaoyu just in range for the black hole, however. So the turnaround potential is there. Raiden, do they still want to stick around and try and take the team fight though? Scrim, he's considering about moving forward, but they're not going to have the turnaround potential. But the Overgrowth instantly nullified thanks to the Lotus Orb. So it might enable Force to get away, but everything is still on cooldown. Naaman will make him work for it. Can I get the blink off for the snowball? Actually, there might be a potential LSA off the mark. Force. Oh. Wait, this is so awkward. Okay, they see it.
Good job being a ward, MKS.
Oh, lordy, lord. We've seen some, honestly, only like one man.
I was thinking that if they did look to continue moving on forward, to respond to that, instead going down bottom, maybe going for this 3-man smoke, trying to find out a much higher priority target in MKS, who's being scouted out by LWW at the moment.
Yeah, great positioning from the support. They still might be able to catch him though. Potential drag back into the Static Storm. They're going to utilize the Echo Slam as well. No messing around as Geek Fam. Well, they sense an opening to drop the ultimates and guarantee themselves some kills.
The thing is, though, Tao, before he died, alright? He did his job.
Radiant structures are fortified.
How long do you reckon that tower's going to stay up for?
The whole game.
The whole game? Oh god, that's not good then. That's that pretty much sounds like Unity gonna win if that's the case.
That's what I called it 4 picks in, bro.
Top lane? They're gonna make the attempt onto MKS. Of course, he's playing with the Aegis. They get the bash. They might not need to force out any ultimates. But the black hole, oh, it's beautiful from Xiaoyu from afar. They even dropped the Chrono for good measure. Why not? All the ultimates they would need to secure both the kills, but Cox should die, and in goes Naaman though. A pretty big Echo Slam with a turnaround potential, but all they get is just the Tusk. Not the biggest kill. Naaman is well into the tree line. MKS in hot pursuit. Skem's gonna be cautious. Overgrowth to hold him down, but he's got the Shadow Dent to buy some time. Even the Depth Shroud if required. It can pounce away. Schem will be chilling for the moment.
And Disrupt to change things. Coming off onto the side. Ooh. Civ Tool against the Bat Rider and the Pango and the Slark. You don't really care about the Earthshake quite as much either. So yeah, Disruptor always going to be priority number 1. Already died 6 times so far this game on Roger.
Xiaoyu's got to be cautious. They're going to smoke off to the right side. I think that was just under the ward. Cox in a great position to be able to pop it. Let's see if they're going to be able to get the jump as well. Onto the void they go, and there they get him. Drag back into Naaman's Echo Slam, but it sets it up for the corner, but MKS,
oh, he's stuck.
He's on the wrong side of the fissure. They'll get nothing out of the Chronosphere, but still the Overgrowth holds him down. Knight's going to try and TP in to provide the damage, but they'll glimpse away the Lena. It doesn't look like it matters in the end, though. As the Chrono with the Overgrowth follow-up. Great positioning out of Elder. Is he going to go for this? Oh, he is.
Yes, he is.
Xiaoyu's ready. Xiaoyu is ready. And Celad's here to follow up as well. Great read from Unity Gaming. Anticipating Schem to go for this next wave up top.
Very, very nicely done. And now even with the Earthshaker back up and available, this isn't the period where you're wanting to buy back, even if he had it. So, again, they're just going to put more dominance onto the lanes.
They're connecting to LWW. MKS going to jump in. Gets the Chrono before the Rolling Thunder. MKS easily dispatches the life of the Painkleer. And now another freebie as well is going to be given over.
Got to keep returning those tips to allow them to take a tier 2 tower to maybe try and set up inside of the Dire jungle. There are so many things that need to go right.
Smoke up. Let's see if it's going to go right this fight. Cox. A jumper to the middle, and MKS, though he doesn't want to play around, pops the BKB. He's going to try and look to TP onto the high ground. They will at least get LWW. The Treant Protector is going to go down, but of course not worth it at all, the smoke that they find. Now they do have a nice ward on the high ground that also sees the Tusk. Glimpse back into Skem's jump cell. It's going to be able to get some repositioning. Blink up after the snowball, but Namen, look who they've caught. It's the Enigma that they can drag back, so another kill for them to find, and they're not done just yet. Scouting out Cellid. Flame Break to push him away. Looks like poor Tusk was a nice escape previously, but he will not be able to replicate that. Out of this, like you said, it can be a game changer, but and they get the value out of those Schem. Pushing very far forward. Fisher's going to be there from afar. They're getting a lot of essence early to be able to start the fight. Scem's going to pounce over the Lina, and now we might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, the snowball's going to drag him out of the chrono. Static Storm's even dropped down as well. Can they capitalize on the early ultimate from Roger as Force is going to be into the middle? They get rid of Lina's life. No buyback. Not the worst. Glimpse. They also found another. It's going to be on the black hole if they're going to turn this team fight around, but it looks like Unity want nothing to do with this.
Well, that's the first big of that extra damage coming through. You know, it just syncs up really well. You've already got attack speed inside Chrono for the Faceless Void.
Jump onto the Batrider, but the boys are nearby. Radiant, they're in a great position to be able to follow up, and now off to the right side, but the Fissure onto two. Static Storm and Echo Slam. Geek fam. Whoa. Momentum building. This game starting to get interesting as they'll get another kill as well. This is looking spicy.
Yes, it is. And even just the use of the swashbuckle there at the...
Is that impactful this game?
I mean, extra... it depends which one he goes for, right? I've seen a lot more leaners lately go the pure Laguna Blade damage.
The left talent? The piercing? Yeah, I've seen the same as well.
I guess against this Slark who's got a Mage Slayer, it's going to be kind of nice, assuming he's holding on to it.
Alright, smoke off from Unity. See what they can do. This net worth lead is being cut down, and one lost fight could spell disaster for them. Smoke on smoke. They're on the low ground though. Scem's going to move in forward. Smoke pop. The jump. He gets a connection. Fisher's going to hold them down for the moment as well. An awkward start to the team fight. Roger unable to get much out of it. Look at the turnaround. They'll deal with the first life. Krona's going to be out as well. And Knights onto the northern side. The lean is damaged. It's just too much for them to handle the team fight. The black hole as well for good measure. And now they can try and catch up to some more members as Namen will not escape inside his own jungle. Attempts a TP, but the bash is there at the buzzer to stop him short as Unity game.
Just a huge amount of burst that they're able to output. The important thing is, though, that they don't get too overly keen. They had to pop a lot of spells, a lot of cooldowns to be able to make that happen. Even with the Octarine Core. Ooh. Getting a little lucky there with the bashes.
Double bash force. Joss is able to get out. That's a lot of buybacks, though. Schem finds one. Not the most valuable target. You need some cores after all these buybacks. You need to get so much more out of it. Cock's gonna try and move it to the right side. Glimpse back into the Static Storm. Scepter. Beautiful way to be able to prevent any escape from MKS. And well, there we go. That's what they need. If these heroes died, this game's just over. So this is a fight that you cannot make any mistakes.
Yeah, the only one that has even the potential for buyback on Geek Fam is Roger. And he's still 140 gold short.
They're going to smoke it down the lane. Knight will show. Dropped on the high ground, I think. They got a glimpse of Namen. And this is a big kill, man. Namen has been so vital to their lineup. Jump in. Namen's in trouble. There's nothing they can do to protect him. Someone needs to go in. It's going to be up to Force with the Rolling Thunder. They haven't brought him down just yet. Chrono's going to be laid down. Clips onto two. And now MKS can turn to deal with the Pangolier. Bashes galore. Black hole set up. And that's all she wrote. Diebacks are all out. They can walk it down. The creeps are pushed out. The boots of travel are going to the lanes. And it looks like Unity should be able to 2-0 this series.
Should be able to. I like the composure from Knight as well. He made sure to use that very quick boots of travel to the mid lane to make sure anyone that was solo pushing it out was going to be punished, but didn't go into the base on his own against a Batrider that still has the lasso available. Waited for the rest of his team. You've got this huge wave coming with you. There's no way that Roger's going to be able to defend this on his own.
Come on, Roger!
Not a chance.
Come on, Cox! Oh. Tough scenes. And yeah, G's are dropped. Wow. Unity Gaming able to take it to the boys on top and get the 2-0.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that I'm gonna have to disagree with Dota Plus. We were talking